Alright, just gonna get this quickly narrated, hopefully. This probably won't be a very good narration on my end, which is kind of sad because I do know that my opponent enjoys decent narrations from me, but whatever. This is a Little Cup match against XSquareStickIt. This is his first Little Cup match as far as I know. I don't know, he said he recently got into it, so I don't know. I recently this is my first Little Cup battle in ages because all my teams are invalid because stuff got banned, but stuff got unbanned, so I made a new team. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Going to lead with no spoons, the Abra, because Abra has no spoons, he cannot eat. Or at least that's what I keep randomly thinking with Alakazam and stuff having spoons. But that's not what we are here to speak of. Poniard is going to come out and sacrifice itself and let me have what's left. I was supposed to upload a Transform Ice thing yesterday, but I kind of forgot. Sorry, Sebi. I'll get that up eventually. Since Abra has the Magic Guard, it's not going to take any damage from hazards if X Square so desires to get those up, but knowing X Square, he doesn't tend to run any hazards on his teams. I don't know why. That's kind of just shooting yourself in the foot if you ask me, but to each his or her own. Going to go out to my all thrills because Frillish is all thrills, you know, because Thrillish. And that is a terrible pun, but I don't care. I'm using the pink one because I felt like it. I'm going to Shadow Ball because I figure his Squirtle probably isn't going to be doing a lot to hurt me, despite the fact that most Squirtles tend to carry at least a Bite or Crunch, I forget which actually. Going to Ice Beam now, get a Freeze, which sucks because honestly that thing probably could have at least gotten me to the point where he could easily revenge kill me with something else, but doesn't matter. Chikorita is not terribly great in Little Cup. I would probably I recommended him to use Turtwig over Chikorita just because Turtwig is actually more versatile and actually gets Stealth Rock and other supportive moves that are really good. Out comes Gligar, which was recently unbanned. I don't know what their logic was between that because honestly Gligar is kinda good, but I suppose there are other things that are just as, if not better. So, gonna go for a Roost with my quest. I honestly cannot remember why I named this thing Quest. It's just a quest. So, I'm not used to people going for Sucker Punch multiple times in a row because I've shown that I have at least 2 moves that will completely make it impossible for him to actually do anything, so, whatever. X Square is smarter than me, apparently. But, now I'm going to go out to no spoons. I'm going to Encore him. I do believe into Sucker Punch so he can't Iron Head or anything, and then I can do just whatever I want. Because that's what Abra does. Or at least that's what my Abra does. Most Abras don't carry Encore and stuff, but I want to taunt him in case he wanted to switch. He's not going to. At this point, his Poniard is basically dead anyway, so yeah. I can keep going for Encore and taunt and just stay in here for the rest of my life, but he's not going to do that. He's going to fodder out his Chikorita. And now no spoons is not going to be able to do a whole lot besides Psychic or Energy Ball or such. Okay, now that I'm done not being able to, now that I am completely done being unable to talk, out comes a Squirtle, and I am going to switch because Frillish should be able to take a majority of hits. Apparently he didn't have the hidden power he thought he had. I think he has hidden power Fire for Veroseed, which I guess that makes sense, but I think he said he was supposed to have Grass or Electric, so yeah, EVs, they can be a thing. I'm going to Shadow Ball to kill off whatever, just do damage to whatever he wants to switch to, because he told me he was Scarfed. Out comes a Ponyta, which with 5th gen's additions to Ponyta's move pool, Ponyta got a lot better in Little Cup. It was good before, but now it's a lot better, especially with an actual electric move that it can take advantage of with its decent attack stat. And now I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do to this Ponyta. So I'm going to bring out Pity the Foo, because Mr. T pities the Mind Foo somehow. He's going to bring out Death Skull, I guess, thinking I would go for High Jump Kick or Drain Punch, since that's what most Mind Foos carry, but I'm not going to go for the High Jump Kick because that would be silly. Going to bring out my Pepper now, which I think if I had a dog in real life, I probably could choose Pepper for a name, I don't know. I forget exactly why I named this thing Pepper. I am just going to go for Dark Pulse, completely destroy this Eevee. Eevee can be good, but it's very limited move pool, just makes it so situational. The adaptability quick attack isn't really that great, even with a choice band, but whatever. Little Cup is full of oddities. Out comes the Squirtle again. I'm just going to Sucker Punch, get a crit, which mattered, I'm sure, because my Town Dower doesn't actually have that much attack investment, and the Life Orb's only going to boost that up so much. And now this is pretty much going to be weird move here because I completely forgot Ponyta gets Hypnosis, but I don't really know anybody that ran Hypnosis on Ponyta, but hardly anybody ever used Ponyta last generation. So he's going to Wild Charge kill me as I neglect to use my Sucker Punch because I am not confident in my ability to actually get awake. I'm going to go back out to Pity Foo, and I can pretty much just do whatever I want for here, I think. Actually, no, I can't because he still has his Duskull. I'm just going to U-turn again in case he wanted to switch, which is what he did, and I didn't want to get stuck on a fighting move. So I'm going to bring out my Prehistoric Exercise, my Archon, whatever it's called. I forget what I call it. I think I call it Archon. I'm going to go for the Rock Polish Icy Winds, which doesn't bring me down to Defeatist quite yet, but it will allow me to outspeed if I need to, and he doesn't have any berries because Eviolite, but honestly, they're pretty much the same item. I want to get my Oran Berry, and he curses at me for having an Oran Berry because that brings me down to Defeatist, and I will be able to Defeatist his Pokemon that are left over. Even under Defeatist, I will be able to kill off Ponyta and Duskull, but yeah, that's pretty much the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I didn't really narrate it that well, but whatever. Oh yeah, that's right, I had rocks up. Oh, well, that's it for that game. Going back to the regular uploading battles, but I'm still going to be uploading anime related things just because it's in my interests, and yeah, whatever.